phone is not working. Ah! Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, it says that my microphone was not working. Is it working now? Somebody tell me. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully. No? Can you hear me? Hello? You can hear me? Yes?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. All right. Just making sure. It said that my Zoom was not working and that I would have to restart my computer, and I may have had a slight panic attack about it, but all good. Hi. All right. So we have a few on. This is awesome. I'm just going to make sure that everybody is sort of muted. If you are a customer on here or a client and you're interested in hearing more, I want to send every single person in this group, I want to send you all a present. So please send me a message. So if you look in the chat there, you can send a message just to me or to everyone. So please feel free to send me a message or make sure your consultant gives me your address, okay? So that I can do all of that for you. So we're gonna give it just a couple of minutes so that other people can get on. I know a few people that are on here are consultants in the transformer area. And I see, okay, so I feel like in Romper Room. Who remembers Romper Room? Romper, Stomper, Bomper, Boom. I see Lori. I see Chris. Everybody do that? Okay, so I see Bev, and I don't know Bev, and I don't know which Joanne is on. So I think that is somebody interested in the opportunity, I believe. Would that be right? I don't know why it's making me admit everybody in the chat, so that's weird. But just yell at me if I end up not admitting everybody when they're supposed to be in here. So I'm going to keep my finger on the button. I just got back from Ontario today, so I'm just a little bit like, yikes. You don't have to have your video on, by the way. You can just have a picture like a few of you do. You can just have your name. That's totally fine. I do really like to look at people when I'm talking to them because otherwise it does sort of feel like I'm talking to myself. So, you know, if you get a chance to jump in and be on so that I can see you, that's great. Oh, I see Joanne. Hi. There you are. Look in the phone, look in the hole. There you go. Okay, so today what I'm going to do is just give you some quick facts about why women choose Mary Kay. There are a few people that are coming on. I know that I'm going to keep my messenger on just in case somebody is like trying to get in here. You can't hear the audio. Okay, I am not mute. Oh, I wonder, can everyone else hear me? Chris, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, so Joanne, I wonder, you can't hear me.
If she clicks the audio thingy at the bottom, there should be a call in via device, and then she should be able to hear you.
Okay, I'm going to type her that. Okay, hopefully that worked. All right. Who else is coming on? Steph, who do you have coming on today?
Nobody.
Okay, so you're here. And Chris, who do you have coming on? Oh, I can't hear you, Chris. You got to hit the mute. There you go. Unmute you. There you go. Go ahead.
There you go. Hi there.
Hi.
Her name is Stephanie.
Stephanie. Okay, so I think Stephanie might be on here. Stephanie, is that you? Are you Chris's guest on here?
Yep, that's me.
That's you. Okay, great. Hi, Stephanie. All right. We have Therese. Is it Therese or Therese?
Lori.
Therese. Hi. Okay, and who are you a guest of?
Lori.
Lori, awesome. Okay, so make sure you send me a message with your address, okay? So Joanne, Stephanie, Therese, send me a message so that I get a package in the mail to you because I have presents. And they're good.
Thank you. Okay.
You want them, I promise. Okay, so this is less of an interactive conversation, right? Because what we're doing here is just giving you an opportunity so that you can ask me questions, so I can unmute you later so that you can ask me questions and figure out if this is something that's for you. And if not, you're going to get a present in the mail. And anyone who chooses to sign up from this call, I will be doing a draw so that you can get your kit for free. Okay? I'm going to do my best to not be all like wooey because I'm trying to make sure that I don't have anybody waiting in the waiting room. Lori, can I also make you a host here? No, I don't want to change the host to Lori. I don't know how to do that. Okay. So hopefully the participants are in. If anybody sees anybody in the chat in the waiting room, can you guys let me know if anybody's just sitting there like trying to get in? That's not good. So, you know. All right. Okay. Good. Anybody have any questions before we start? Joanne, can you hear me now? I don't know if she can. Okay. Nobody has, oh, here we go. Andrea's waiting in the thing. There we go. Got her in. There we go. Okay. So everybody's in here. So we're going to make this short and sweet. We're not going to make this crazy long. You can pop in and out if you need to. You can leave if you need to. That is okay. So I'm going to share with you the 5 reasons why women choose Mary Kay. And beauty consultants that are in this group, your beauty BFFs, your beauty advisors, this is the point when you're going to want to take some notes, maybe so that you can go ahead and reiterate these things at your appointments. Okay? So really, there are 5 main reasons why most women choose Mary Kay. And the number 1 reason why most women choose a side hustle of any kind is that they want money. Fair, yes? So they really want to, most women want some extra money, especially if you're living in Alberta right now. We want some extra money and we want to be able to do that in any way, shape, or form. And, you know, with trying to work a second job, trying to get childcare for a second job, paying the taxes on a second job, that's not always a really feasible option. So the number 1 reason why women choose Mary Kay is because we make the most in any direct sales business or any network marketing business. We make 50% on every single thing that we sell. And because it's a consumable product, that means that we're making money on every single thing every time that somebody sells it. Oh my gosh, of course someone's at my door now. Because that's how this works, right? I read the riot act to my family and I locked the dogs in the bedroom, and then of course somebody is going to bing bong my doorbell. So my poor husband's trying to army crawl. No one can see you, babe. Like, the video's not on him. He just totally army crawled down the thing. So yeah, oh, it's a fundraiser person. Okay, so hi, Scott, can you talk outside, please? Thank you. I think they're selling something, apples, I don't know. Anyway, people do like to sell stuff. They need extra money for that. That's why people do fundraisers. So they need to make 50% on every single thing we sell. And you know, we wash our moisturizers down the sink, don't we? We wash them down the sink. What we do is we have a consumable product, which is a lot different than a lot of other products out there that maybe don't have a really high consuming rate or don't get consumed at all, like a bowl or a shirt or a scarf. Now, I love all my direct sales mamas that are out there, but I really love making less money or more money in less time, don't you? So that's the number 1 reason why most women choose Mary Kay, is that it's a 50% profit on every single thing we sell. You know what's really cool about that is that we get that profit right away. So we're not waiting for a check from Mary Kay. What we get is we actually get that 50% immediately. So if you sell a mascara, for example, for $21, which is the price of the mascara, $10.50 of that is yours now. So when I have a big bill that comes up, or if I have something that was unexpected, I have an opportunity to go ahead and sell to that so that I have that extra money. Okay, right away, I'm going to have that extra cash. And that's something that's awesome for me because I don't have to go in and try to figure out how to do this and how to make that money. You know, sometimes we just don't know how to make the money, and that's what we want to do, is just get an opportunity to be able to do that. I just think, you know, we sell hope in a bag. We sell the opportunity for women to at least have an extra income if they need it. So even if that starter kit were to sit in their closets for an hour or a year or 3 years, they have an opportunity to pick it up again and get back into it so that they can make that extra cash. And that's huge. So the second reason why most women choose Mary Kay is actually a really popular one. And it's because we don't have any quotas. We have no requirements. We have no real deadlines. When you join in Mary Kay, what you choose to do with your business is completely up to you. I did not know when I first started my Mary Kay business where I would be now. And I'm going to share with you my iStory in a little bit here as soon as we have all of our participants actually in and not saying, you know, I can't get in and I don't know what's going on and all of that. So I think everybody is actually in here now. So what we want to make sure that we're doing when we add people to our team, so consultants, is that we're really just getting into the heart of why they decided to join. What is it that they want right now? We don't know what they might want in the future. And you don't know what you might want in the future. You know, I have people who join my team who say, well, I'm going to go all the way. I'm going to earn a car. I'm going to do all the things. And then 2 weeks later, they're gone. And then I have people like Chris on the call who told me that they weren't going to sell at all and has earned 3 diamond rings now. Because if we get into people's hearts and we figure out what it is that they want, then they have that opportunity to do that. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew that there were no quotas. There is no deadlines. You know, you have an entire year from when you sign your beauty agreement while you're on the team. You are on the team for a full year. That means you have access to all of our training, all of our confidence exercises, all of me. You could use this as free therapy for a year if you wanted, okay? So you don't have to do anything with it, and it's okay if you don't. But so many women stop themselves from doing anything, and we have this amazing opportunity that we can do whatever we want with it. So that's the second reason, okay? So when we talk about no quotas, we're not talking about, oh, you have to sell this much or you're out. It doesn't work like that. Okay. The third reason is because we don't have any territories. Do you know how many times people have said, oh, are you the Mary Kay lady in your region? Is my region Canada? Because yeah, I am. Because I can sell anywhere in Canada. I can direct ship from Mary Kay head office in Mississauga straight to anybody in Canada, and I don't need to charge them for that. It's $8.75. That's a tax write-off. That's it. Cheap. It's cheaper than sending it through Canada Post by myself. It'll probably cost me more to send you guys your presents, honestly. So that's the thing. You have this opportunity to recruit anywhere across Canada and to sell anywhere across Canada. And if you chose to be a global sales director, then you could build a team in any other country that it has Mary Kay in it. So that's really cool too. So if you're a travel person, the world's your oyster. You can do anything with that. You can go anywhere. All right. The fourth reason why so many women choose Mary Kay is because we're a dual marketing plan. So there's a lot of companies out there right now. Yes, a lot of, I know, I see you guys nodding at me. There's a lot of companies out there. There's a lot of different levels, a lot of different stuff. It's like, what do I sell? Okay, so I'm passionate about, well, first of all, are you passionate about helping people? Because that's really all that it takes. It doesn't matter if you're good at makeup or not good at makeup or passionate about makeup or passionate about skincare. Do you think I was passionate about skincare and makeup? Nope. But there is a dual marketing plan, which means that if I didn't want to build a team, I didn't have to. And if I did build a team, everybody is on my team. It's not like, okay, they're on her team and then it goes over this way, then it's over this way, and I'm not paid over here, and I'm paid over this way, and I'm not paid this way, and I'm paid 4% here and 7% here and 12%. Because that's so many companies. Do you know how many women have tried to sit me down to get me to go over to their companies and then they could not explain their marketing plan to me? Ours is very simple. You make 50%. on everything that you sell, no matter what. From the very beginning of this company all the way to the very top, to the national sales directors, you make 50% on your profit every single time. Okay? And then if you choose to build a team, you are paid a percentage of the team's volume. Whether that team is one person or 700 people, doesn't matter. You're paid a percent from Mary Kay, not from your team. They don't have to fork over any money because that would be a pyramid scheme. That would mean that they are making less money than you. They're still making 50%. Mary Kay is paying like a shareholder for people to join the team. That's it. So they're paying a little bit of a dividend back to the beauty consultant or the sales director. The larger the team, the more money you're making. That's it. Easy. Dual marketing. Not 17 tiers of marketing, because that gets downright confusing. And as women, don't you think we have just so much going on? We don't need to deal with all of that. And then the fifth and final reason why most women choose Mary Kay is that we do have our priorities in order. I really hate the word balance. It's a trigger word for me. I hate it, because balance implies that everything gets the same weight. And that's not true. You know, if your family needs you, then your family needs you. Bottom line. That's the reality, right? It goes faith first, family second, career third. I like the word harmony, because then that means sometimes one note plays louder than another. Freedom and flexibility just means that you have the freedom to create a flexible schedule. It still means you have to do the work if you want to be paid for it, but you have a flexible schedule so that you can keep your priorities in order. And that's really important to so many women, because we're often told in our careers that our children are less important than our career. How many times was I told? I remember even with my daughter, I was on bed rest with my daughter for 9 weeks. And the doctor kept trying to put me back to work. And then, of course, I had to go back from a hemorrhage that she had. And the problem with that was that my principal, because I was a junior high teacher, said to me, well, you know, like that baby might not be viable. And the school needs you. She literally told me to not lay flat on my back and hope that my baby survived so that I could go back to work. That is not something that would happen in Mary Kay. We keep our priorities in order. We keep all of our things in check so that when we're working together, we are working together on our goals. And if we're with our family, then we're with our family. I know when I'm with my family, I'm not answering the phone. I'm not doing the work for Mary Kay when I'm sitting with my family for quality time. If I'm just like with them, cool, because sometimes they're everywhere. And I did earn 2 top director trips and a Cadillac doing a homeschooling job as well with my children. So I can definitely attest to the fact that we keep our priorities in order in Mary Kay. So when I decided to join Mary Kay in 2010, I cannot tell you that I was this person. Because don't you agree, like if you have children, especially if your children have grown, you sort of look at them like they're 2 different people. Does this ever happen to anybody? It's like you can see them like they were as little kids, and then you can see them as they are at whatever stage they're at, right? I see that Carol as somebody completely different from who I see now, but different but the same. And that's why our team is called Thompson Transformers, because we transform. We're still the same element below. My values haven't changed. What I hold dear hasn't changed. Who I am in my core hasn't changed, but my confidence has increased. My financial wealth has increased. My health has increased. My marriage has gotten better. My family has gotten better because of this Mary Kay opportunity. So I have that because of what I do. When I decided to start my Mary Kay business in 2010, all that I wanted was to double our grocery budget, which at the time was $200 a month for a family of 4. We were really super struggling. We were massively in debt. We had just moved. I couldn't find a teaching job, and it was just brutal. I decided to run a daycare in my home. It was illegal. Don't report me now. It's too late. It's totally illegal because I was a teacher, so I didn't care, and it was fine. The parents knew that there would be lots of kids here, but I had 10 kids here at a lot of times. So it wasn't that great. But whatever. And all I wanted was to double our grocery budget. And I knew that I could sell 10 mascaras to do that. That's it. Okay. So I joined for that. I knew that there would be tax benefits. I knew that there would be this opportunity to learn and grow, but I really wasn't about that. I just wanted to be able to at least get my products at half price, buy it at wholesale, and earn enough money to double my grocery budget. You know, I had to defrost a credit card that we had saved for emergencies only. It had $150 left on it. And I had a kit that was at that time, it was $125 for the starter kit plus GST. I had to defrost it. It was frozen in the freezer for emergencies. It was our only emergency money. We had nothing. I remember going through old purses looking for $2 so I could buy Timmy's coffee. People dropping off milk at my doorstep. So we had nothing. And I defrost this credit card without telling my husband. I signed up for Mary Kay. Now I'm $130 in the hole, right? And then I went to career conference the very next day, parked in the basement of the hotel. It cost $20 to leave, to pay for my parking, which I thought was included. It wasn't. And I cried the whole way home because that was all of our bread and eggs and milk and cheese money for that week. That was all of our money for our food, including the daycare food. Like, I didn't know what to do. So I just knew that I needed to make that investment back. I remember calling friends in Grand Prairie because I hadn't made very many where I was, and just crying on the phone and saying, please, I just need you to buy a lip gloss. And that allowed me to pay back initially that beginning debt. And then I just went out and found new people. And there's 1,000 different ways to find people. And I'll teach you those things. But I found new people to sell to. I managed to sell a lot right away. And I managed to make sure that I had some inventory, that I had an opportunity to do this. And you know, my husband didn't speak to me for 3 weeks after I signed that agreement, until the end of the month when I handed him all that money. Because the thing is that I didn't know what I didn't know. I really didn't know that anybody in Mary Kay could be really successful, or any business really. I mean, I had no basis of knowing whether somebody could be successful or know more, or, you know, be like an entrepreneur or earn a 6-figure income or be a millionaire. I had no idea that that occurred at all. So really for me, I just wanted to believe in this. I just wanted to believe that I could sell a little bit. And then I ended up selling a lot. I went to seminar in July on a wing and a prayer, literally, on Air Miles at seminars in Mississauga. And I went to help my director to cheer her on because she just became a sales director. And there I caught the bigger picture, and I saw women getting diamond rings. I saw women getting given recognition for earning $1 million in commissions. I saw women getting $1 million bar pins and things like that. And it just clicked for me. I came home, I got to work. I replaced my teaching income by March of 2011. The next year I doubled it, and I'd already earned 2 cars by then. And then I earned my pink Cadillac, my very first pink Cadillac in 2014, and bought this house with Mary Kay money. I am the primary breadwinner in our family. I always have been. I know I always will be, and that's okay. And it's great for my husband too. And he does not mind at all. Now I can tell you that because we've been on 5 world trips with Mary Kay where they've paid for everything, including spending money. My husband got to play the piano. He got to play John Lennon's piano in Abbey Road Studios in London. We got to record a song in the exclusive Abbey Road Studios where Adele had literally just recorded the day before. That's what we get to do. And like, I just got back in September from a top director trip in Hawaii, and I have no idea how it happened. I really don't. All I know is that I followed the plan that Mary Kay Ash gave me. And I know that I can teach you to follow the plan. And that if you want to do whatever it is that you want to do, you can do that in this business. You have the choices and the freedom and the flexibility to do that. So now what I'm going to do, we've got 7 minutes left of our half an hour. I'm going to ask you to ask me some questions, please. And then we'll be done. So go ahead, unmute yourself if you can, and go ahead. And if you want to chat it too, you can just ask me in the chat. Consultants, if you're in the call and you think that there's a question I should ask or I should answer, then go ahead and ask me. I'm going to put host only in the chat, so that I think I did. I think I put host only. I don't know what I did here. I think I did. I don't know. I'm new to this. So anybody have a question for me? Go for it. Allow participants to chat with everyone publicly and privately. There we go. I think that worked. Okay. So go ahead, ask me anything about running a Mary Kay business, anything at all. Give it a second. And if any consultants want to ask, go ahead. If there's anything that you think I should answer. Hi, Andrea. Aren't you out for your anniversary? She is. It's her anniversary. What are you doing? You're so cute. Okay, should I unmute you? There you go.
Go for it.
Is there a question you think I should answer? What's one question you get a lot?
I am not a person who wants to sell.
Okay, good. All right, that's a good one. I'm going to mute you now, and then I will answer that. How many of you probably feel exactly the same way? I know I did. Actually, I knew that I could sell because I remember my mom always saying I could sell anything to anybody. You know, I'm a pretty persuasive person, but I didn't want to be annoying. You know, I didn't want to be one of those people that, like, as soon as you walked in the room, people go, oh my gosh, there she comes. I don't need any more mascara. I don't want to talk to her. I didn't want to be that person. And so what I love is that for us, selling is serving. That's really what we do. So for me, I love that my customers never have to know what shade of foundation they are. They never have to know what mascara they like. You know, have you ever done that? Have you ever stood in the beauty aisle and been like, okay, I either really loved this or I really hated it. But I remember the bottle, but I can't remember if I loved it or if I hated it. Has that ever happened to you? My customers love me, and I know they love the consultants that are on the group because they know that they don't have to know. They're just like, I need some more of the thing with the stuff that I like. They love that. So for me, all I'm doing is providing an amazing service. Sephora doesn't come to your house. MAC doesn't come to your house. Clinique doesn't come to your house. I do. And I teach women individually or in groups how to put on their makeup, how to put on their skincare, what to do, and how to take care of themselves. That's what I do, honestly. And as a sales director, what I do is teach other women how to do that. That's it. So our job in as a salesperson is, it's so funny because I think sales gets this really weird rap, like it's like a bad thing. You're being sold to all the time and you're selling all the time. When you have to convince your child that they like green peas, that's selling. When you have to convince your husband that he should do the laundry, that's selling. You're selling all the time. When you tell somebody that that movie was really great, that's sales. And all we're doing is being your best beauty BFF, sitting at the table going, listen, that one didn't work for you. Like there are lots of times that I'm like, that color, not so much. Or I'll be doing a party and I'll be kicking along and there's 4 people at the table and I've given them CC cream and somebody's gotten the wrong color. And then all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, okay, that's got to go. That's my job. That's what I do. And you do not have to be this outgoing, charismatic person that I clearly, you know, somebody at this retreat I was at this weekend, I just got back from Ontario and I taught at a retreat and so many women said their biggest fear in life was public speaking. Not my biggest fear. I know you're shocked, right? It's never been a fear of mine to public speak. And I'm so grateful that I had 12 years as a teacher to teach me a lot about public speaking. But it is a fear of mine to do books or to keep track of orders. It was a fear of mine to make sure people got their orders in on time and all of that stuff. We all have fears we have to conquer. And me telling you that those fears won't happen, not real. So here's what I want to tell you is that if your concern is I don't know how to sell, good, because sales is a skill. You didn't know how to walk at one time. And you learned how to do that. So if you trust me, I can teach you. All right, any other questions for me? I still don't have addresses, by the way, so if you're on the call, please send me your address so I can send you a present. I'm sure you like presents. Send me your address just in the chat send it privately to me, and then that way I can get it to you, okay? If you don't want to ask your question out loud, and if you do, you have to hit the unmute button on you have to have that little microphone, or you're just talking to yourself, which is fair. Sometimes I talk to myself, then I get answers. Hi, Bev. Do you have a question for me? Oh, you got my address, or your address. Perfect. Anybody have any questions for me? Oh, I'm sorry. My cat has decided to be super vocal too. So I do have 2 children. I have 2 teenagers. I have a 15-year-old now and a 13-year-old now. They were 3 and 5 when I started in my business. And some of the biggest benefits that I've had in my business is the growth that I've gotten from my children. Just the way we have our conversations, just the fact that they get to see me making big goals or setting big goals, or that they get to see me not giving up on things or working on different things with them is huge. We work a lot on that, and I know that what's caught is taught. So sometimes it's not that I'm telling them things, it's that they're learning it just from watching me. I think it's really important that women have something that they see us being successful with. I know that my kids for a very long time did not know I worked, did not figure that out. They thought that I just got to play with makeup and talk to people all day. And really, that's all I do anyway. But they didn't quite get that. I remember them wondering if I would get a job too one day, because they didn't realize that everything that's who pays for it all is me. So that was huge too for us. All right, anybody else have any other questions, or consultants have any questions? I know that one of the biggest ones is, where will I find my customers? Is that fair? Huge question. Here's the thing. You might already have people to sell to. Some of you are on this call and you're like, listen, I know my mom, my grandma, my best friend, and their friends, they're going to buy. Fair. That's enough to keep you in free product and probably to give you a little bit of extra income. And that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to do more in this business, or you want to make $600 to an extra $1,000 a month or $10,000 a month, my highest paycheck to date has not been written, but it was $15,000 so far in 1 month, not including my personal sales. If you would like to make that level of income, you're going to have to expand past your friends and family. And the short answer I can give you, the shortest answer, is that every single person you know knows 100 people you don't. It's a small, small world when we really look at it. 6 degrees of separation in so many ways. And the beautiful thing is when you really do your job and you really work with people authentically and really help them authentically, then they are more likely to send people to you authentically. So that's really the short answer, is that we work from a basis of networking with other women. And most of what we do is not attacking people. Oh, actually, all of what we do is not attacking people, okay? Like, we do not attack, we attract. Our job is to allow women to come to us. And so I'll teach you all of the rest of that, but I can tell you, for me, I had 5 friends when I had lived here in Okotoks, and they were scrapbooking friends. They bought really expensive stickers, not so much with the makeup or the skincare, and that's okay. Because I do not sell very well to my friends. I am the worst, like the literal worst. They hate me. I'm sure they hate me for this. Like, they love me, but they're like, could I have my lip gloss, please, that I ordered 7 weeks ago? Oops. So we'll be like having wine together, and she'll say, hey, by the way, I need more of that, blah, blah. And I go, yeah, huh? I don't write it down because we're having wine together. She's not my customer. She's my friend. So I really like expanding outside of my friends and family, but a lot of women like to be with them. There's 2 kinds of beauty consultants. Some join and have a large base and do very, very well in the very beginning. And some join and have no base and don't do very well in the very beginning. Either one of those people can quit or fail. Fair? Yeah? Right? And yet, so if this one who has a large base doesn't learn to expand past her base, then she's probably not going very far. She might just stay there, and that's okay, unless she wants more. And this one, who doesn't have a base at all, can either quit right away or learn how to expand her business and how to meet new women. And then she can be successful too. So those are the two big questions I think we get, right? I'm not a salesperson and I don't have people to sell to. Fair. You probably know more people than you think you know, first of all, because we get scarcity thinking, don't we? Like if something happens and you're like, oh gosh, I have to call everyone I know, you only think of like 4 people. Does this happen to you? It just happened to me because my friend just was in a massive car accident actually an hour before this call. She's okay, but I was like, okay, we have to do a phone tree. We have to call everyone. Who does she know? And my brain just went like, I have the dumb. I don't remember who she knows. And I mean, we've been best friends for a very long time. But I couldn't remember who I knew that she knew. And this happens to all of us. We have really wonderful tools in our business like social media as well. And that's not a requirement. But most of what we do is really just working with women one-on-one. What we really do is allow a woman to feel good in the mirror. Because so many women don't even take 5 minutes for themselves in a day. So it's our job to do that with them. And then it's my job and the beauty advisor's job to work with her team to help her to see herself in a different way, to help her to love herself just a little bit more so that she can love others just a little bit more. That's really what we do. We are people in love, not profit and loss. And it's worked really well for us for 56 years. Mary Kay as a company is debt-free. We are privately owned. We're still owned by her family. We are not going anywhere. We have so much money in the bank, you guys, that we can afford to give these amazing discounts to products for our consultants. We can afford to give these amazing Cinderella prizes like diamond rings and cars. We can afford to do all of that because of it. Yes, we've got 2 diamond ring earners right here on the call. They're showing, see, there you go. We can afford to do those things because we have that opportunity. All right, any other questions? Are you both showing off your rings? Andrea, anything else I should answer or anything you want to add? There's your... Oh, you're lagging. Now you're frozen. You're just like, she's totally frozen. That's funny.
Frozen?
Yeah, it was so funny though, because you were like this.
Hey, Carol,
Yes.
why don't you tell people what's in the kit?
No,
Oh, yeah. Okay, I will, Chris. Yes. Go ahead, Andrea. You're like a little delayed, I
no,
think.
I was gonna say what? No, that's good. I mean, maybe something a little personal to my heart. Do I have to do this full time?
Oh, yeah, that's a really good one. There's a lot of women that are like, but I like my job. I don't want to quit my job. You don't have to quit your job. It's a decision whether you want to do this full time or not. I ran my daycare full time for a whole year until I decided to do this full time. In fact, as a sales director, as a top sales director, and realize my team is close to 300 women, I still work about 25 to 30 hours a week. Could I work a full-time job on top of this? Maybe not. But I do know that I did homeschool my kids as a top director as well. And that is kind of a full-time job as well. So I know that I can balance my time, but that was a little bit more flexible than trying to work a 9 to 5 every single day. So, you know, that's a little bit harder is to try to figure out if you can make that work. But you could be a mid-level director, like a Premier Club director, and still be a full-time job person and still have a car, which is about, I would say, about $4,000 to $6,000 in income every month at that level, which isn't bad. I mean, lots of women have to do a part-time job to get, you know, $300 extra a month, and this is not like that. Okay. And then Chris was asking, she was saying, like, what's in the starter kit? Okay. So it's an $85 starter kit now, not $125. It's how many dollars in product, guys? It's a lot.
Over 350.
Yeah, it's $350 worth of product. Thank you. And it's like a full-size miracle set, a combo oily mini travel set. You've got your satin hand set. You have CC cream. You have an eye makeup remover. These are designed for you to demo with so that you're not taking any money to do that. And they're not makeup, you guys. So if you're stressed about makeup, don't be. All you're doing is teaching women to wash their face and wash their hands. You'll learn the rest. We'll teach you, and it's like layering, because a confused mind buys nothing. So don't worry. Your beginning customers are only just washing their face and washing their hands with you. It's all good. If they want to buy stuff, don't worry, because they have a guarantee that doesn't cost you any money when you have to return products for them. If you do, okay, it doesn't cost you any money. And if you decided to start your Mary Kay business, you can return everything you've purchased in the last year of your business if you decided you didn't want to do this anymore. There are no other companies that have a complete guarantee that way. So that's pretty cool. You know, whenever I talk to women who want to start a business, like a real legitimate business where they want to make, like I make, over 6 figures in a year, most women are looking at $100,000 investment. We're talking about $85. Whether or not you choose to carry product on your shelf is up to you. Whether or not you choose to do this full-time, part-time, 2 hours a week, 10 hours a week, I don't care. It's up to you. You are in business for yourself. You're just not in business by yourself. I really love that because I'm a little lazy, and also I don't want to do this humongous investment to people and then be like, oh no, what's going to happen? Okay, so this is an $85 kit. It's an $88 product bundle that you get for free in October only as well. And what's really cool about that is it's 2 lipsticks, it's a lip liner, and it's a lip primer that you can turn around and sell for full price. So then you're getting back your entire kit investment. I wish I had that. We didn't have that when I joined. Did you guys know? Right?
Nope.
This is a huge bonus. It's like basically your kit is free. You get 3 coupons for $25 off the kits for 3 of your friends so that you can give them a discount on their kits so that they're going to get their kits for $60. And if you're fast with that, that would mean that they get the $88 free bundle and all the $300 of the product that's in the kit. And they would get 3 coupons in their kit that they can give to 3 of their friends. All of those women would be on your team. That's the beautiful thing, is that we give you systems so that you can start a business and get it going right away. And then you can choose to do with it what you want. It gives you freedom and flexibility. It gives you safety and security because you are with a safe company that is not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. I am a top director. I earn a trip, all expenses paid every single year. I earn diamond rings every single year. I earn a very high 6-figure income doing this, and I love it. And I love working with women, and I love what I do. So I'm not going anywhere. So I'm here with you. These ladies are not going anywhere. They're here. You're safe. And if you don't love it, cool, leave. If you don't have any product to return, don't return anything. Use everything in your kit. Let it collect dust. It's fine. There is no pink mafia. Nobody's going to come at you with baseball bats and be like, excuse me, you told me you were going to, people tell you stuff all the time, right? The gym doesn't come to your house and be like, hey, you told me you were going to do this. They just like to take your money every month. But you don't do that. You're not paying a membership to be part of this. In fact, even your website's like $35 a whole year. It's cheap because we can afford to do that. We don't have to nickel and dime our consultants and very high shipping costs and very high, a lot of stuff. Like there's a lot of things that go on in a lot of other companies that we don't deal with. So you're safe. You have freedom and flexibility. You have fun and pleasure. We have a lot of fun. We meet on Monday nights and we do our training on Monday nights so that we can get together. We can learn from each other. We do Zoom calls like this. We have a great opportunity to gather. We have seminar where we get dressed up in fancy ball gowns and earn crowns and diamond rings and all of that. And most women only get to do that on grad, for their prom, right? And for their weddings. Maybe their funeral if it's written in their will, but otherwise, that's it, right? They don't get to wear fancy dresses. And that's all that they get. We have that all the time. We have so much fun together. We have really great girlfriend time. And if you just joined for that, that's huge. So we have safety and security. We have fun and pleasure. We have freedom and flexibility. We have power and achievement. If you are the kind of person who wants to run and go as fast as you want, can feel free to pass me anytime. Anytime. I will welcome it. I will applaud you. I will cheer you on. My dream is to build women who are stronger than me and do it faster than I do. Honestly. So there's no glass ceiling. You do not have to wait until I die so you can be promoted to my position. Please, you don't have to hit me with a bus. Right? So there's power and flexibility or power and achievement, and there's love and belonging. Because no matter what, you're part of the Transformer team. You're part of this team. You can stay in the group. You know what I love is there's so many women in our Facebook Thompson's Transformers group that don't have kids anymore. They don't sell anymore. And they're like, please don't kick me out. I love these positive women. I love learning about stuff from you. I love being part of this. They don't want to sell, but they don't want to leave. That's huge. That's a big thing for us, that we allow you to be whoever you want to be, and we love you at whatever level you want to be at. So those are the main things for me. That's what Mary Kay gives me. And Therese just asked me what lip color I'm wearing. It's a limited edition. It's Grazie Violette. And it is actually in my will, by the way, that if I did have a viewing, which I don't really want, that my husband better make sure this is on my lips, because it is my absolute favorite. Because let me tell you, after I did a whole weekend of training in Ontario, I got very little sleep. I did not sleep on the airplane. I'm running on jet lag and the time difference and everything else. And my friend was in a car accident. I ain't pretty today. But, thanks to the beautiful things about light, thank God for light, and thank goodness for bright lipstick, I can look like I know what I'm doing. Okay? So that's my job. All right, so the next step is if you do decide that you would like to do this and you want to ask me more questions, you are more than welcome to. My cell phone number, if you have a pen, 403-826-0024. Please know that if you choose to ask me a question, I will answer it and I will not stalk you. I will not be like, oh, she asked a question. She wants to join us. One of us. That's not how this works. Okay. I mean, we're here to offer you an opportunity. If you choose to not take it, that's okay. We need customers too. Because it would be super creepy weird if all we did was sell to each other. Yeah? So it's all right if you don't want to do this. I promise. Just because I have your address doesn't mean I'm going to run by your house and start throwing like sales at you and start stalking you, be at your window. Hey, do you want to do this? I'm not going to do that. So just to review really quick, I'm going to see if I can, hang on. I want to share my screen. Allow, I want to grant privacy thing here, hang on. Oh, it won't let me, just a second. I'm doing it. Yes, you can have access, yes. No, okay, fine. They cannot record it, that's okay. No, I don't want to leave the meeting. Okay, there we go. Hopefully this will let me share the screen here. Here we go. Okay, so I wanted to share it with you again. Here, can you guys see this? Yes? Can you see this? Okay, so I'm going to share with you again, just in case you're just new to the call or anything else. I wanted to show you the different reasons why women choose Mary Kay. So the very first one, again, is we make 50% on everything we sell, no matter what. Consumable product. Everyone from the very beginning of this company all the way to the top makes 50%. You do not have to earn this at all. You're making that money and you make it right away on everything we sell. We have no quotas, no deadlines, and no requirements. That's huge. You can choose to do what you want. Yes, there are deadlines for earning prizes like top director trips or diamond rings or things like that, but hello, there would be anyway. So if you don't want to do it, you don't got to. But it gives us something to work for. It gives us a goal. We have a dual marketing plan. You can see our team there. Basically, that just means that everybody's part of our Transformers. It's not like you're less important because you're 10 people down. I hate when people say that. Oh, my upline's upline. No, we're all in a team together. We all share each other's ideas. Andrea, how many levels are you, right? And it doesn't matter. You're still on my team. And they are still important to me and just as important as Chris is, who is my personal recruit. It does not matter. We have no territories. We can sell anywhere across Canada. We can recruit anywhere across Canada. And we will make sure that your people are taken care of anywhere across Canada. And then the most important one is that we are faith first, family second, and career third. Now, faith can be whatever you choose it to be. It can mean that you have a close personal relationship with God. It can mean that you choose to take time to meditate. It can mean that you choose to take time to really just get in touch with your own spirit. Any way is possible, and whatever you want to do, that's your private matter. But for us, it's very important that we keep these priorities in place so that we do not lose the core ethics and values that Mary Kay Ash asked us to have way back in 1963 when she started this business with her life savings, which was $5,000, right after her husband died. That is so important to us, that we keep this company alive, that we keep this mission alive, that we make sure that we honor the legacy that she gave us, which was just to help women. Most women, most people who start off selling something start off with a product, and then they figure out the mission. We didn't. Mary Kay's mission was to enrich women's lives and to give them an opportunity to make more money from home. And then she figured out what product she could sell. That's it. And that's what I want you to do today. I don't want you to think about, oh, I don't know if I can sell makeup. I don't know if I like skincare that much. I don't know if I'm passionate about skincare. You can get passionate. You can get passionate about helping women, and you can get passionate about helping your family. You can get passionate about paying for dance lessons or music lessons or for your own dance classes. You can get passionate about things like that. And I know that you can do this. So the next step is to just go to marykay.ca, go to your recruiter and ask her what her consultant number is. All you have to do is go there. $85 for your kit. It's going to come to you in like 3 days. I'm going to chat with you. We're going to get you started. And we're going to figure out for you what started looks like. We're going to figure out for you what the next steps are. Because there isn't a one-size-fits-all formula. And your situation is probably different from somebody else's. Okay? I hope you guys learned something today. Thank you for staying on the call. Make sure I have your addresses. Okay, I'm going to screen cap this conversation just in case I lose it. Because I might. I don't know if it closes when I'm
Thanks,
done.
Sarah.
Okay. Thank you, guys. And consultants everyone, thank you for joining us. Andrea, you were on your anniversary date. You're so cute. Make sure that you take those things that we talked about today and you can use them for your conversations as well. All right. Bye, guys.